What is up? Today I got a educational kind of video. This is a game against Mav, I do believe, and it's Pack 2 versus Pack 1, my specialty, if you will. And this game he's gonna go Dodo, and I do have an interesting kind of counter build to Dodo. So far we're starting off pretty standardly though. You know, I like tennis balls. I like bluebirds. Something weird happens here. So, usually I'm just looking for the chinchilla and the bluebird. I'd be okay with selling the ferret. But because the ferret pair's here, and like separate bluebirds is just stats, separate chinchillas is money, I'm okay with just stacking this ferret and freezing the other one. I won the first round, so I doubled down on tennis ball. If we tied, I'd go balloon and try to throw around. So now I'll go balloon. Now, a lot of the times, people think you go puppy here, because puppy is the best tier 3. Well, there's two reasons to go Tropfish here, and it's because I have bluebirds, so I can scale HP and attack, and I already have a level 2 balloon. So this puppy is like only one more HP than this balloon. So it's just better to go the Dropfish. And perfect gold for this triple. This is why I love chinchillas. They are just money. A position like this, because most people are going to front a 6-3 pig here. And he does. I'll probably just rip this bluebird triple now. I'm very much a big fan of turn 4 triples, especially if they're at the start of the turn. And now this puppy is kind of mid, just because same reason with the balloon. Mole is untakeable, so I'm just going to take my chinchilla triple. Yep, and now I'm going to take hatching. I might even buy apple or just look for a food, keep this puppy frozen. Yeah, I'll just buy this apple. So now after my balloon gets in, I have my next toy ready. It is okay to just skip the puppy and look for a ferret, but I like just having the next toy lined up. We lose that by 1 HP breakpoint. Turns out if we had appled the ferret, we would have won that round, but we're selling the ferret. We're keeping the bluebird at least a little bit longer. I usually keep bluebird. Unless I have like buffeting a moth or a gecko, I'm keeping the bluebird the longest out of my tier 1s. But this ferret is a 7-4, now a 7-5. I am okay with giving him some just tempo stats, as I'd call them. We barely get through that. As long as our bluebird can swing twice on this dodo, we'll be fine. But it is scary. Like, dodo is one of the counters to pack 2. Just being able to get double the value in attack is pretty hard to deal with. Go ahead and rice my ferret. Sell this. And like, this is a few times I buy salad. I'm on a 4 squad. It's pretty good targets. Now you can't see what I did here, but I fronted the weaker Tropfish. And just because I wanted the bluebird HP and I thought it might give me a breakpoint. And it didn't, but we still tie. Fine by me. I would like to win. He did tie with a 2 squad, but it is, he's got Rabbit Dodo. He's getting tons of HP and half the attack of this Dodo. Now, I get a lot. I love hitting the lobster on this first shop. Sometimes if I have my triple on board, here I'll start like I do now. If I didn't have lobster here, I might have rolled once for the lobster. Actually, I wouldn't because I have lasagna, and I don't want to freeze all the lasagna when I could get a pie or a can. But sometimes that is something good to keep in mind. Now it's just time to get rid of this ferret. Now, a lot of people, maybe not a lot of people, but some people here would continue to buff their Bluebird. For me, it's now I have a tier 5. I am just going to start statting my tier 5. He's somebody I can salt. He is a big rabbit, a big dodo. Salt goes a long way. I consider this tar. I consider it. But against his team, he's all garliced up. It doesn't do a lot. And what I really want is just salt on the Stingray. Now I'm at 5 lives, and I've said if you're at 3, you should take Caterpillar. So I'm taking Caterpillar. Alright, here is an interesting shop. I already have the lobster and 1 Caterpillar. I might as well just double down, buff Stingray, buy these cans, get another Caterpillar. So I'm going to lock both the cans, get rid of the Bluebird. I don't want the Bluebird's random scaling. I'd rather have this Bluebird's or this Tropfish's targeted scaling on the Stingray. Keep the cans locked. I have 2 triples on turn 9 locked. I'm buying a pair on them with these cans. And I'm keeping Stingray. Could keep Tropfish. You never know. I do basically concede these rounds. But these were hard rounds to win anyways. And with his Dodo, this Caterpillar will come in clutch, just having the level 3. And a triple can on turn 8, that with 2 Caterpillars, that's a good ass turn. Yep, we're just going to get rolled these turns. We kind of have to hope he doesn't hit Leopard. If he hits Leopard, we're in trouble. I can't freeze this chocolate, so I'm unlucky. It's just actually how the game works. So I make an interesting call here. It's kind of tough between the Sauropod and the Dragon. Because the Sauropod's a lot of base stats I'll get from the Lobster. And I need perks, so it makes them all cheaper. And the downside to Dragon is I'm probably keeping this Caterpillar because he has the Dodo. We'll get into that in a bit. But going Dragon and the Caterpillar, it's like I'm not scaling the Caterpillar. So it is a little weird. Yeah, I think about going this goat. Because like I was saying, I'm thinking about getting rid of the Caterpillar. And if I did, I would get rid of it for the goat. But there's a few things to consider. One, I'm on 3 lives. If I had more lives, then sure, I would probably just get rid of this Caterpillar and start scaling something. Because the way you need to think about it is this Caterpillar going to be as scaled as their Dodo unit is with your Dragon? Right, so if I can't get this whatever unit I put here to be as big as his Dodo unit would be, then it's just worth keeping the Caterpillar. And especially with, I'm at 3 lives, I have no equipment yet, I'm not in the best position to win the round. I'm just going to keep the Caterpillar. It's too much tempo to throw away. And like I said, it's a great counter to Dodo, which I will show you this round. So his Dodo goes off first. So he's got the 2215 here. Well, the 1423 is larger. But if the Dodo had made a unit with more total stats than itself, that is also a sick tie. But if the Dodo had made a unit with more stats than itself, the Caterpillar would take the unit after the Dodo's buffed it. So I'm basically always getting his Dodo's buff target of stats, which is often very good. And yeah, I'm doing normal Dragon things. Skipping tier 1s, looking for chocolate. Here, I'm not buying this Ferret. I'm in fact buying this Salt. It helps get through a lot of his team. Let's see if he finally has enough stats for the Caterpillar to take it. Okay, he scams me. Yeah, good old Scorp scam. There's our Dragon. There's another decision moment here where I could have just gone separate Dragons and sold Caterpillar and that been my pivot spot. But because of Dodo, I really like keeping this, and I'm on 2 lives. Mongoose is a great hit here. The gold's going to work out. Yep, now I can block a Scorp or a Dodo swing. Both are good enough. Just so you know, I could front Caterpillar. That would be fine here. because it would still get the coconut. But because I have Octo, I rather just have an Octo with a coconut. More snake triggers for me, please. We do get some lucky snipes. Yo, now I'm gonna buy my Salted Dragon. Just to kind of help deal with like a back rabbit or whatever it might find its way into. Probably better things to spend my money on, but I'm feeling like I got a good enough lead. Like I said, you can put an item on Caterpillar. Lemon seems pretty good. I'm taking his largest unit, and I just have a lemon on it. Also a great counter to Snake. So yeah, it happened this fight. So his Snake is going to get the Dodo buff. It's a 28-19. That's the stats I steal. Would be real risky if he bought a Leopard where it was just like a 34 on my Caterpillar. It would just die quickly. And it had a chance of being shot. But he doesn't hit the Leopard. Get some great breakpoints. So in the end, it is kind of a close call. The Caterpillar is still worth it because I'm getting his Dodo stats. Though had he not had a Dodo and I had more lives earlier, selling the Caterpillar and just this being like a 16 to 20 goat instead would have been better. Though keep in mind when your opponent has Dodo, like this is way better. But you just gotta make sure it's a unsellable Dodo. And like his Dodo is his largest unit. There's no way he can ever get rid of this. I think about going for the melon, but he has Snake, and there's just odds this melon never gets anything. So I just take my 4/4 of stats and another body to eat snake hits. Then I'll front this, see if he fronts Mushroom Scorp. He does. That's some good breakpoints. And we win. Yeah, things to note this game. Caterpillar can steal the Dodo stats, like the unit it's buffing. And Caterpillar gets to keep items. Don't forget that. It makes Caterpillar extremely busted in some situations, like this game. Alright, peace out.